Johnny, aka LJ Halfbreed. I don't want to talk a whole lot about this because I am very not confident with myself because I'm not very smart on this game, but I am smart on video games. So we're going to go ahead and try to share this the best way I know how, which is to show you directly. Okay, I don't know what people expect to see in this kind of thing. I am playing right now a level 44 witch. I focus mostly on the minions. I eventually hit an ascendancy and then decided, hey, the fire sounds cool too, and combining with a technique that my brother showed me, it was pretty cool. Originally went in with the unearth skill, but it kept hosing me. I was told about the Raging Spirits, which is a buff you need one of them spirit gems for. It's under elemental, I think. Anyways, with this buff thing, whenever you have it equipped and running, if you cast a fire spell, you've got a chance that you're going to get a bunch of these little fire skulls. And I was like, I am totally into everything to do with this. I want my little necromancer that's also on fire. So that's why I picked this. Um, I don't know if you guys even care to see your binds. I play on controller. I tend to do this mentally. This primary, secondary, tertiary thing, where primary attack I have on my R2, secondary on L2, uh, detonate. This would be my tertiary on 3, and then I use these for, my very much one-off skills. R1 I got for my secondary skill set. I don't even use it. This is just what I use in Warframe. And then L1 I use for my dodge roll. Again, I don't know. I play a lot of Warframe. And that's what this looks like. And I feel weird even showing you guys that. But, hopefully it helps. All right. For your actual equipment, I have no clue what's supposed to be best in slot or worse in slot or whatever. This is what's working for me, and I am wrecking face, so if it works for me, it'll probably work for you. Um, I don't think anything here is anything super important. I have this because I picked it up as her, and I don't know. But I'm a witch. I am trying to go ahead and make sure I have, the what do they call that? The energy shield. So you probably want a lot of energy shield. But the one thing I will draw your attention to, um, make sure if you find anything that says +1 to level of all minion skills, slot it. I got 2 of those. Got that and that. You can also get it on your scepter. I couldn't get it this time. Oh well, maybe next drop. Super useful. The other thing you want to make sure you have a lot of is spirit. I've got a lot of spirit here, and I got some spirit here. I used to have spirit, I think, on my amulet as well, but I don't anymore. Oh well, womp womp, next year. And that's basically it. High spirit. Um, Most important, anything that gives minion skills. Please do that, and I'll explain later. Here's my actual skills. What do we got here? Infernal Hound. I got that as part of my ascendancy. Another minion, not a skeleton, but it does catch things on fire, which is always cool. I'll try to go over these. I'm not going to go in the actual info. You guys can do that on your own time, but I'll show you what I have slotted. I have Meat Shield because there's some sort of thing where, like, this guy will take damage normally sent to me. I don't care. More life for it means it'll stick around longer. These dudes, the Skeletal Warriors, I only get these from my scepter. And I'm okay with that. They are there basically to, act as bait, draw a little aggro, and then be targets for one of my later skills I'll go over later, because it's a later skill. But the main one right here, this is my primary, so to speak, Flame Wall. I've got it set up to, just for spamming. I spam the heck out of this dang thing. And that's because with that buff thing I was talking about earlier, I get these Raging Spirits. Most important out of this is Fortress. Fortress makes do less damage, but I get a big circle. And this seems to be the best amount of AoE to go ahead and work with my Summon Raging Spirits buff to get me the most amount of Raging Spirits available. Now keep in mind, I've not beat the game. I'm not even beat Act 3. I'm only level 44. Maybe there's something later I can unlock. Maybe a unique, maybe a tier 2 or tier 3 skill that'll be even better, but this is what's working for me. And again, here's my Raging Spirits. I don't I don't know if this is the thing I'm supposed to do, but I feel like it's supposed to be here because I'm a minion caster that is now fires, and these are fire minions. What's there to, not like about this? As you can see, fire spells summon a spirit per 1.5 meters of radius. With the fortress on here, that makes it a circle, which means that I always get, unless I'm messing up somehow, I'm always getting 5 skulls every cast. Super useful. Feeding Frenzy is on here. It's a level 2. I haven't really found any level 2 skill gems. I've been really sad about that. But hey, more damage because they don't last very long. Who cares if they take more damage? Execute. It sounded like a good idea. I don't really know if this has a benefit to me, but definitely Feeding Frenzy. Try to slot. Next up, my actual crew. These guys usually hang out behind me and just toss grenades for days. They're just like yeet, 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 yeet. I'm okay with all that. Scattershot would be the number one thing to slot here, and that's because instead of throwing one grenade, they'll throw 3, but they'll be like right next to each other, so it makes a wide AOE. Um, it'll make sense once you see it in play. Martial Tempo, I think this works. I don't know, but hey, toss some more grenades. Cool in my book. Fire Infusion, does it work? Should. If it doesn't, who cares? I just got it slotted there. I think it's been there for like ever. Um, Here's my secondary. This, I think, was hidden under Elemental. Also, while I'm thinking about it, whenever you guys go to slot a support gem or anything like that, one of the options you can hit is to go ahead and hit square. Let's see here. Um, if you're in here, you can go ahead and flip around with these on controller. It's L1, R1, and you can find other stuff that you might be able to slot just because you've got enough abilities for it. But yeah, here's Elemental, and as you can see, I've been thinking about the Solar Orb because I like the idea of more flames. Don't know if it'll be any good, but hey, look, Fireball, always a crowd favorite. There's a Firestorm. Sounds totally awesome. I just need some more intelligence. Maybe I'll get there. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll never want it. So yeah, make sure you've got that while I'm here. Let me grab one of those if I can find them. Let me grab one of these little support gems somewhere. Ah, there we go. Same thing as before. As you play here, this is huge, really. Normally, when you go through, I didn't realize this isn't what you're only allowed to. This is their recommended. If you see at the bottom, there's a square to show all. Boom. These are all the things that you can not only just slot, but you know you have actual stats and or level for. All these are grayed out because I'm using like a level 1 support gem, but I assume once I get further on, I'll get like more level 2s and level 3s. But I'm bringing this up because you definitely want to go ahead. For some of these, you might need to go ahead and check, like, elsewhere in dexterity and intelligence in order to find those ones in here. Also, same thing for these spirit gems. Yeah, over here under elemental, here's where Raging Spirits is. And look, oh my god, I didn't realize I had cast on Ignite. I need to go ahead and research it. That'll be cool because I would love to go ahead and throw like maybe some summons in there. I don't know if that's allowed. Oh, dope. Okay, I'm getting distracted. Sorry, everybody. But yeah, I am a witch, so they're going to show me a cult. There's other stuff I can try. Look, here's elemental stuff. So, always look around, double check at the bottom of your screen, see if there's options, info, show all. Get what you're worth. All right, let's go back to our skills. And again, I'm sorry. Don't mean to be saying a whole lot. This is unscripted. I am just talking to this while my daughter's on the couch staring at me funny for mumbling and rambling for so long, but hopefully it makes sense. Okay, I'm not sure where we left off. I think it was with flammability. Flammability is a curse. I think I found it in Elemental Land when I was going ahead and picking my skill. Um, Main reason why I got this, I do almost nothing but fire damage. What does this do? Reduces their fire resistance, which means I do more damage. I don't know what the math is on this. I'm not going to go ahead and whip out the Excel to figure it out, but it definitely works for me, and I definitely see a definite improvement. This is great for when I'm fighting, those, I don't know what they call them in this, rares, goldies, shinies, whatever. But those bros that are usually like the mini bosses, I'll throw this on there. The ones that are actually big bosses have like the big, scary, wide bar. Definitely throw this on them too. It sticks around for a good 6 seconds. That is plenty enough time for me and my grenade tossers to just wreck face. Um, this right here, I would say, is super useful. I don't know if it's like a best in slot, like I was talking about these other ones, but this will make it'll make a smaller initial curse, but you'll get two on each side, like vertically, or I guess horizontal. I don't know. It'll make sense once you see me use it, and it is again. If I can go ahead and hit people that are moving a whole lot or hit a wider amount, if I happen to have like lots of ads coming at me, always good, always good. Next up, let's see here. Pain offering. This is in the witch thing. I grabbed it because hey, I get to go ahead and do more, make my dudes do more damage, and that's one of the reasons why I have that skeleton scepter. That way I have something to feed this thing. It doesn't seem to work on my arsonist, so maybe that's, I don't know if that's a bug. I don't know if that's on purpose. Keep that in mind. On here, I just have expanse and effect. Again, this is something I don't really use a whole lot, only when I'm like in big boss fights. Sometimes I even forget it's there unless I'm in a boss fight. But it's damage is damage. And I'm not going to complain too much. This one is my third or tertiary skill. This I have on my X. I tend to go ahead and when you got like a high mob density, when you've got a lot of little, I don't know what the terms are in this game yet, but when you got like a lot of regular white monsters rushing at you, or if just very high enemy density, down one, maybe two, and then start popping this off, it will make these big fire explosions. You get more AoE. It's more damage. And, everybody likes seeing big explosions. Plus, this thing actually in play is super chaotic. And, I don't know, as silly as it sounds, it's pretty fun. And I think that's it. On here I have Unleash. I think this should work. I don't really notice it sometimes, but when I'm triggering this, it's already, freaking Panic at the Disco time out on the freaking dance floor, so I don't know. I think that's basically it for the skills. Passives. I don't know what I'm doing here, but it's super cool, and something about this giant constellation of all these things that I could eventually unlock, very, very appealing to my inner Tism Goblin. Um, I mainly just started at spell and minion damage and focused on that. Kept gaming only for that. I will say that when I was leveling up and I was doing searches, I found this thing over here, so I beelined for it. More minion damage, always good. This thing right here, minions have 12% reduced reservation. Doesn't sound like a whole lot, but that plus having lots of lots of equipment with high spirit amounts, and then having that +1 minion levels, plus having, eventually higher and higher minion gems, that all works together in tandem to give you more folks in your corner. You get more minions out, and then you can make sure you can equip, like that buff that I had, or, any other buff that you think you might need. Um, it all ends up meaning like right now I have my 2 on my scepter, I have my hound which is free, I have my raging spirit which is costing 27 right now. I've got 5 of these bros just chilling with me being like, yo, what up, and just tossing grenades like crazy. So I'm not gonna complain. I'm wanting a minion build that gives me more minions. You do you. Back to the passes again. Once I was done there, I took a right over here and went towards this cluster. Just because we've got a lot of revive in here for my minions, plus this one right here. If one of my guys die, technically I get some health. I don't think this actually works on the the raging spirits. I think this is only counts on stuff that is actually can revive. So, originally grabbed this back when I was running a lot of regular skeleton warriors. I don't so much anymore, but hey, health is health. Extra life is in this cluster. Again, I got some of this back when I had the regular base skeletal warriors. I'm not running that anymore, but I like to think that this does keep my guys alive, especially when a lot of enemy AoEs are inbound. More minion damage, always great. Accuracy, I used to miss a lot on my freaking shotgunning mercenary, and it made me mad. And I don't want my skeletons to miss because I feel like that was part of the problem why I didn't like the regular skeletal warriors. So that's why it's here. Maybe it's good, maybe it's not. And then finally, hey, look, movement speed. This is huge for your skeletons. It feels like it's pretty huge for my raging spirits. I don't know. But hey, I hang back and move very slowly, casting fire ring after fire ring. And this is nice. Plus, hey, attack and cast speed, not going to complain. I didn't know what else to do. I started going this way because I saw this like little owl, dog head, demon looking glyph type thing. I don't know how much benefit this gives me. It may be good. I may just want to pull it and put those points somewhere else. But hey, what little physical damage I do, I get to add some chaos damage onto it, which is always cool. And more minion damage. Finally, I loop back around and came to this little circle here. I got a bunch of attack speed, cast speed, minion damage, all that fun stuff. Can't. I don't really see elemental resistances being super important, but they are. I'm sure somewhere. Area effect, super neat. And hey, more minions reviving faster. After that, I don't know where I'm going to go. Maybe up here in the Flameland, see if some of this Ignite stuff is useful. Maybe it's not. I wish we had some sort of DPS meter. Maybe that's a PC thing. And I think I've jabbered on enough about that. Again, I'm mostly focusing on minions and then fire slash flame slash ignite support. And if you'll bear with me 1 second, we will run over here and actually go into battle. You can see how this plays. Apologies ahead of time. I guess everybody's getting home from school, so there is a bunch of lag. Not my fault. But you'll see like a lot of pausing and hitching like that. Oh well, early access is gonna early access. Now again, I focus mainly on 3 skills, mostly just casting Firewall. Firewall does some damage, does ignite, and then I get to, get 5 of my Skull Bros coming out, wrecking face. See that? Look at that. See them all back here just chilling. And they don't stick around for long, maybe 5 seconds, 6 seconds. But I don't need them to stick around for a while. And that's what I do. I do the Terminator slow walk, continually wrecking faces with my rings. Rings help keep ads off me. My little Inferno minion guys just yeet freaking grenades for days. Of course, I'm not going to come across a bunch of guys. In the off chance that there's, there's lots of bros showing up. That big explosion right there was my corpse explosion. Very useful. And that's basically it. All I try to do is just make sure I keep my energy shield up high. If something gets close, I will dodge back through my wall of bros, and they happily close ranks and take a little bit of face aggro off me. Again, sometimes I will go ahead and that little spike right here, that's that offering thing. It does not last super long, but hey, maybe that's where I'll throw like Rain of Fire or whatever that one skill was. Not seen any rares or mini bosses or whatever they're called here. So I'm gonna face this way real quick. This is what my curse looks like. As you can see, it's really big, and again, it's a flame spell, so it will bring up spirits. That's what I use whenever I'm against any yellows, big bosses with the giant freaking bars, and it's super straightforward. I could take, as you can see, I could take a hit here and there. I'm not really too scared. I'll heal up, and yeah. Oh well. But as you can see, I'm usually walking around with 18 guys on my squad, which means a big gang war beatdown for anybody against me. And I think I'm tired of jabbering. And again, I don't know what I'm doing. There's probably better ways to do this, but I just wanted to share. Hopefully you guys get a kick out of it, and we could talk shop and figure out what might be better ways to do stuff, or what cool items I should be searching for, or maybe a better way to play it all. So again, thanks for watching. This is LJ. There was like a rare in there, he just got deleted. Get wrecked, nerd. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.